Oh boy, it's Pyro Slays music, y'all. And today we're checking out Rise Against Ricochet, their newest LP. We've checked out a track or two off of this LP. I wasn't the biggest fan, but their management did reach out to us and ask if we'd check out the album. So we're going to do that, and we're going to be honest on our feelings here. I know, can't remember which one it is, if it was Nod or Ricochet. Ricochet, fuck's sake. You guys want a funny backstory to that? My family was playing Twisted Metal 2 for my entire childhood, always calling Ricochets Roquettes. So guess who's been saying that for like 20 years of his life? This guy. And occasionally I'll see it and I'll say it again. What you gonna do? We can't all be bright. Especially me. I got busted on stream actually saying it. I was playing Twisted Metal 2 and they're like, what is this Rocette? Are you saying rocket? And I was like, oh my God, this is embarrassing. Oh. All 15 people watching me were like, this guy. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this. I'll be honest with you what I'm feeling. I'm hoping for something positive here. We'll see what happens. Nod. And tell me, where does the time really go? Tell me, what is this moment we're all waiting for? The wasteland so barren, a dead zone where nothing can grow. I swear I have been here before. I'm pleading for something till my throat is sore. Standing in waters, rising before I was born. It's I am alone, can suffocate. Chucking on everything we made. Burning through each day. I swear to God, this can't wait. One more minute, one more day. I feel the ground shaking underneath me. There's a lot here at stake. If you're hearing what I'm saying, just nod if you understand me. Just nod if you understand me. Expecting to grow to infinity. It's like building a boat designed to sink. Are you saving the world so desperately? Or are you holding a gun demanding peace? Because the light that is drawn between nightmares and dreams is thin like a razor, roll fast asleep. Oh, when do we smile, yeah, and when do we weep? I swear to God, this can't wait. One more minute, one more day. I feel the ground shaking underneath me. There's a lot here at stake. If you're hearing what I'm saying, just nod if you understand me. Just nod. If you think it's going all too fast, just nod. If you think that maybe this can last, just nod. I swear to God, this can't wait. One more minute, one more day. I feel the ground shaking underneath me. There's a lot here at stake. If you're hearing what I'm saying, just nod if you understand me. Just nod. Just nod. Oh, just nod. All right, so what the heck? Okay, they just don't know what that was about. So I don't think this is awful, but it's just such a generic Rise Against song at this point.
we've heard that melody 1,000 times. They really try to bury it in some they had some staticky sounds and some funky stuff here in the mixing, which I feel like actually is probably going to alienate the people that are just happy with the butt rock that they're putting out here. Something I just feel like they need to progress in a different direction. They're kind of doing what, 80s hair bands did it. They did their own sound to death. And I feel like Rise Against is a little bit in that category where everything's starting to sound the same from them. Like we need something just a little bit more artistically, I don't know. Even their punk stuff just had a little more substance, I feel like. I don't know. Are there early, mainstream rock albums? I do feel like those had really good substance as well. I know that lost a lot of the punk fans, but still, I think if you're looking at those lyrically, they were still really solid. And I don't know. I want it all. Let's keep it moving. It's 5, by the way, for Nod. 5 out of 10.
And if you lock every door, I will be climbing your fences. You can ask me to leave, but I will stay. I'll say it again and again until you get the message. But if you silence the noise, then we can't play. And don't you wanna play? Can't run if we never crawl. Bang, wave, get your head above. Loose change, don't you want it all? Yeah, I want it all. Oh, you were closing the curtains, I was holding them open. Nobody knew in that moment that they should stay. Oh, it's a sign of the times, it's as big as an ocean. Oh, it's a wrecking ball, it's a tidal wave. Yeah, it's a tidal wave. Can't run if we never crawl. Bang, wave, get your head above. Loose change, don't you want it all? Yeah, I want it all. Can't run if we never crawl. Bang, wave, get your head above. Loose change, don't you want it all? Yeah, I want it all. It's on the tip of my tongue, which is starting to numb from the cold, cold words that just won't come. And the faith that I had in a promised land is crying out like a fruit gone bad in a bed. Oh, it's in the black. You're suffering. Oh, it's in the black. And don't you wanna play? Can't run if we never crawl. Bang, wave, get your head above. Loose change, don't you want it all? Yeah, I want it all. Can't run if we never crawl. Bang, wave, get your head above. Loose change, don't you want it all? Yeah, I want it all.
Speaking of hair bands, no, this feels like Rise Against doing a classic rock song. Now, that's somewhat interesting to me, just because it is a different sound than we typically hear from Rise Against. But the goddamn cymbals in this were just so freaking loud. I didn't like the mix with those cymbals at all. I just felt like it was just way too harsh. Let's go 5-5, and I'm pretty sure Ricochet here is the one that we reacted to that I didn't like. Either that or Nod grew on me. I can't remember which one it was. Let's check it out. Ricochet.
Don't ask me to stay down. Don't tell me to get out. the way.
This is the one.
And don't pretend you know my name. I thought you knew me better. I thought this rain would let up someday. But maybe I was wrong again. And when you turn the lights down low, yeah, tell me what you say. So we raise hands up high in the sky, full speed and we cover our eyes. Just dance, no, do not cry, right down. My jaw is tight, stay close. Yeah, hold me tight, full steam. 'Cause I'm in love with the night, I'm dumb and blind. Are we okay? Are we alright? Yeah, I'm calling out your name. So don't turn away. As the bullets ricochet. Are we in trouble right now? Or did we let it get too far away? Drifting further from our reach. There's no holy water, and there's no remedy to wash away. Oh, the stain that runs so deep. 'Cause if I'm the one you want the most, why did you walk away? So we raise hands up high in the sky, full speed and we cover our eyes. Just dance, no, do not cry, right down. 'Cause my jaw is tight, stay close. Yeah, hold me tight, full steam. 'Cause I'm in love with the light, I'm dumb in mind. Are we okay? Are we alright? Yeah, I'm calling out your name. So don't turn away. As the bullets ricochet.
All right. Again, cymbals. Not a fan of how clashy they sound. And at times throughout the last three songs, we've heard some vocal filters and maybe even some like stuff done with the drums. And just, I'm not a giant fan of where that is. But I will say the guitar is pretty solidly heard. It's just like in the mix, like for the most part, it actually doesn't sound as bad as I remember on first listen. But at the same time, it is absolutely not what I want from Rise Against. Like, I don't want cymbals. I don't know. I don't know. And then the rest of the song, like the weird thing is the cymbals are like the unique thing of it a little bit, and that little keyboard bit that they did in this song. But otherwise, it's just such boring rock music that they're just doing the same old shit. Damage is done, I guess. Chuck can be proud of that one. It's like a 4, by the way.
Stomach's done, I can't see you straight. There has
Listen, we're going to give this a 4 as well. It's just painfully average. It's the same exact sound we've heard from Rise Against. There's plenty of other songs that they do that I'm a fan of that sound pretty damn close to this. I think if you're someone who's just like in love with Rise Against and you're just thrilled to have something new, that something similar that you like, you're probably going to dig this. But I would like to see a little progression from a band that's been around this long. I feel like if you don't push boundaries as an artist, you're just kind of falling in that pumping out slop for quiche, you know what I mean? And especially with the way current things are and with a punk background, I want to see way more of that. Like, and it feels like we're being very vague. We don't have to be vague. Like, we have a fucking racist in the White House, a rapist in the White House. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to be hidden in the back and veil the shit anymore. Like, it's all out there, and I feel like making a stronger statement about that within your punk rock-ish rock would be a little bit better than just some kind of vague stuff that they're doing here lyrically. It just doesn't feel very... It doesn't feel very... it almost feels like they're bored lyrically, honestly. I just miss Rise Against having a little zest in their writing. It is what it is. Us Against the World.
Paralyzed and comatose, we're killing time and seeing ghosts. We're gasoline on a kitchen fire. Oh, it's a bad scene, but it's a good line. Like future heirs, we stand in line, but only one queen can wear the crown. We navigate with open eyes. We're using our map turned upside down. Stop in your tracks because this isn't the way. We tried to convince them you were blue in the face. Cause you're outnumbered doesn't mean that you're wrong. So alone, but not the only one. Look for rabbits, always killing time and seeing ghosts or gasoline on a kitchen fire. Well, it's a bad scene, but it's a good life. It's us against the world. 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 It's us against the world.
Okay, I think, I mean, that's pretty standard. There was a little bit of that rhythm in there that I did enjoy, but still not enough to go in a playlist or anything. I think this one's probably like 4s to 5s, round in that area. Not quite sure. Let's hit this Black Crown and let's talk about the first leg of the album.
Nothing more than I can handle, nothing more than I can take. I've been adding up the numbers, got blueprints of the place. First I saw it in a vision, and I saw it on her face. I rejected all my loved ones, reassigned them different names. 'Cause we grew weary of those lockdowns, anticipating poison rain. And now you know what I've always known. I know, yeah, I know. The worst is on its Now I have to do it over, retracing all my steps. I wish I told you that I loved you, but I walked you out instead. Now the ocean has no water, the sky has lost its sun. No prize waits when we finish, there's a race left to run. Now I'm weary of this black crown, growing heavy on our heads. Oh, the kingdom of the dead. And now you know what I've always known. I know, I've always known. The worst is on its way. Well, the worst is on its way. I tried so hard to say visions came to be. Oh, it's your voice that's haunted. Now you know what I've always known. I know, I've always known. The worst is on its way.
Okay, now this song might be my favorite one off of the LP so far. So we're ending the first leg of the album, with a song that I'm really actually enjoying because, sure, it sounds like your typical Rise Against, but it's featuring Andy Hall from Manchester Orchestra, which is a fantastic band, and I really love the sound of his vocals. So just the fact that we have a feature here, awesome. A little disappointed that we don't actually have the feature labeled. It's a little irritating, not gonna lie. I don't like when bands don't include the features that are in the song. especially rock. Rock does this a lot. Even like I think Bad Religion had Pearl, one of the guy from Pearl Jam in there on one of their albums, and they didn't include him in a feature. And it's like they try to hide him in instead of just labeling it. And I mean, I understand not wanting to use someone's name as like a haul for money, but like for somebody who's like a fan of Rise Against, like me, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to see Andy Hall. I'm going to be a little more interested because you haven't done a song with Andy Hall before. I want to see what's up with that. That's all. So this one's going to go on a playlist. I'm going to see if it stays. I don't know. I just really loved Andy Hall's vocals in here, and was a bit of a highlight here for me as well. Let's start the second leg of this album, Sink Like a Stone. I will say they tried to add a little grit in there. They tried. Just a very stale sound, unfortunately. And I want to say something sassy. Like if Chuck was here, he would say this album's sinking like a stone. Don't know why that did that, but Apologies. That was weird. 40 days. We're going to keep moving here.
Tell me all your stories. Tell me what the world was like. Tell me how to fake my death. Or tell me how I'm gonna survive. Or tell me what the price you paid. And whether it was worth your time. Tell me about the life you made. When was the last time you cried? Don't tell me anything at all. I'll get back up if I fall. Don't tell me about where it's at. I'll draw my own damn map. Come find me when it's over. When we're not looking over our shoulders. This rain keeps coming and well, I will wait as the waters rise. The 40 days, the 40 nights. Nothing you can say will make me more. If I'm dead and gone and you arrive, bury me right where I lie and wait till you are buried down. Now looking back, I see the missteps, praying for this storm to miss us, but it was always on its way. I'm bred alone, we roam the desert, a pain for which there is no measure. Like a dam that's giving way, like a dam that's giving way. We live in floodplains until it was too late. But now I wait as the waters rise. The 40 days and 40 nights. Nothing you can say will make me more. If I'm dead and gone and you arrive, bury me right where I lie and wait till you are buried
All right, y'all. Before I forget, regardless of what I feel about this album personally, if you guys are a fan of Rise Against and you're listening to this, please support the band by all means. Just because I'm not connecting with something doesn't mean that you shouldn't be supporting it if you love it. Just want to make that super clear. I always recommend supporting the artists that you're a fan of. You can follow them on their socials, be a part of the community. Just show music to your friends, honestly. It's the easiest way is word of mouth, especially with music. Me and my buddy Aaron and Chuck have been doing it for years before we started all this. And we found some interesting stuff because of it. So I highly encourage you to do that. Now, this one was interesting. Again, it kind of feels like they're falling. It's like deprogression. It's like, okay, to make our sound spice it up a little bit, we're going to use classic rock from the past. That's what it feels like a little bit. So that being said, I still feel like this is very middle ground. I've only had 2 tracks in this album that have gone over a 5, I believe. Yes, Black Crown and I Want It All. Again, I feel like there's no passion here with, no. This one lyrically was a little more interesting, I guess, because I was actually wondering what's going on. I kind of wonder if it's Tim, right? Tim's vocals, I wonder if they're a little fried. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. They've been doing it a long time. And I respect them for that, especially because it's not easy to do. Touring and constantly producing art to make a living off of it. It's not an easy thing to do. It is absolutely not an easy thing to do. I do not want to downplay that. But I really feel like maybe you can't do that punk hardcore sound anymore because like the song we just listened to kind of feels that way. Like they're hiding his screams in the very back underneath the static. And if you want to call it a scream, it's more, like I said, on that hardcore side of things, just using your voice roughly. And it just doesn't sound like he's quite got it anymore. And it might just be, again, like I said, doing it for so long, maybe you just can't scream or make it sound punky or heavy. Because this almost came off as like butt rock, dad metal, like from the early 2000s, really just fast paced, simplistic chords. And then like during the screaming I'm talking about, I was at first like, oh, we have something a little heavier here. And then more I'm listening and I'm like, this sounds pretty done before. So we're gonna go with a 5 here for this one. Let's go to State of Emergency. Remember, support the artist, guys. Your family, please. You can go over and like them on YouTube as well.
I wanna dance in the path of a storm. When they came, I didn't say a thing, so I was sleeping when they came for me.
Like I wanted to like parts of this. The OOO was nice, but I didn't like that vocal filter on the rest of the vocals. Parts of the instrumental, like the guitar that was kind of like popping in my right ear. And then there was some interesting instrumental bits in this one too, but it just all got overshadowed by that vocal filter. And Gold Long Gone. They're nailing it with the title tracks here.
Tents along the sidewalk, a dream that's been snuffed out. Earshot from the small talk, the hourglass runs out. They're muddy in the waters that once were crystal clear. And the road signs we once followed have all but disappeared. Oh, in rolling blackout candlelight, an algorithm we can't fight. Tell me what the hell is going on. We're digging in our minds for gold long gone. When everything we thought we always knew turns out wrong. How do we hold on? Chipping at the pillars and pulling at the bricks. Some things will recover, while others can't be fixed. Oh, how do we always act surprised when all our monsters come to life? Tell me what the hell is going on. We're digging in the mines for gold long gone. When everything we thought we always knew turns out wrong. How do we hold on? Like sheep we can't break away. Red, white, and blue in the face. Here I was hoping that someone could tell me what the hell is going on. We're digging in the mines for gold long gone. When everything we thought we always knew turns out wrong. Could someone tell me what the hell is going on? We're driving through the dark, hoping for a dawn. Tell me what to put my faith into, and tell me when it's gone. How do we hold on?
Okay, I think this is a good song, actually. I like when they kind of lean on the more acoustic side of things. And honestly, I think where they went wrong, even with this, I wanted a little bit more grit. I just feel like his vocals work so much better with a little grit. Like, dude, Tim Barry, is it Tim Barry? Hold on, let me double check this. I got to make sure. Lead singer of Avail. Tim Barry. I might have that wrong. Is it? My internet's being stupid. Seriously? Oh, yeah, it is Tim Barry. Okay. So, yeah, Tim Barry, most of his songs, they're singing on a acoustic guitar. And, like, in my opinion, you can only get so original with an acoustic guitar. And it's all about the vocals and the uniqueness of the vocals. And I'm sure, like, it sucks. The rest of the band here is, but I do like the overall acoustic sound when Rise Against does it. I would love it just to be a little rougher sounding, to be honest with you, and not so polished up and sound pretty. Like I just want a little more personality to it to differentiate it from like other songs that they've done. Let's go ahead and move on to Soldier, but I do think that was a good song.
And all in favor of love, please raise your hand. And all opposed, I don't think you understand. We're all just holding on to threads, and it's a long way to fall if we lose it all. But I'm not your soldier anymore. Not gonna be part of the wars you fight. Who's wrong, who's right anymore? Decorated, I was loyal to every cause, follow the leader into every fight like a dog. When the room got smaller and smaller, now soon your voice was the only sound. But I'm no longer listening now. No, I'm not. I'm not your soldier anymore. Not gonna be part of the wars you fight. Who's wrong, who's right
Alrighty. While I thought there for a minute, I thought I was kind of enjoying it, but that kind of fell into the middle of, kind of where that middle spot where a lot of these are falling. Let's go ahead and wrap this up and talk about the album.
Bleeding on your dance floors, gather round the spectacle hanging from the string. And are you so tired as you tremble on the highway, ready now to calm down, but no one's listening. I'm drowning in your waves, 'cause I am not a prize that you compete for, or a horse that you can break. No, I am not something to be danced in case I run away. I am not a sideshow in your circus, or a trophy on your shelf, 'cause I don't belong to you. No, I don't belong to you or anyone else. Is this a hell of your making, or a castle in the sky? Is this fruit here for the taking, or forbidden? Tell me why. To the shadows I might break down, to the walls I will confine. Will you watch this building
All right, so that one I do think was a good song. I'll give that one a 6. Let's talk about this LP. So let's talk about the things, in my opinion, they did right. There was I had a lot of complaints throughout this album, and not gonna act like, that I loved it by any means. But let's start with the positives and then work our way to the negatives. Again, this is all my opinions. I am not some kind of fucking musical expert. I'm just some dude that likes music, all right? So just to be clear there, I would love to hear your opinions in the comments down below, whether you loved it or hated it, and the reasons why, please. I'd love to see I think the fun of music discourse is to see the differential in everyone's opinions. And there's so much with the internet, so much of fucking like people just grouping up to either hate on people that don't like what they like, are grouping up to hate on things other people love. It's so fucking dumb. Listen, we can all have a different opinion on it, and I think that's what makes us unique, and I think it's a beautiful thing. Again, give me your thoughts and opinions down in the comments, and I'm about to do that for you as well, but not in the comments here. Okay. Positive-wise, I really do love Tim's voice, and when they did drift a little bit closer to that acoustic sound, I was digging it. I do think there's a track or two on here that is solid for sure. Again, I like that feature on Black Crown. Manchester Orchestra is awesome. I need to dig more into them for sure. So that was a cool pop-up, and maybe the song itself is average, but that feature is dope as hell. Gold Long Gone, easy. Another one I really enjoyed, but even as it kind of kicked in towards the end, it kind of got a little more Rise Against-y in sound. And I did like Prize Fighter. I feel like that's kind of a classic Rise Against sound, but it did have a little bit of a different sound. And I felt like the odd mixing worked in its favor in this spot. I do think there's several spots where the mixing for the vocals and the drums were bad. But I think in other spots, the mixing shined, and like the guitar, and when it's popping in from ear to ear, and you're not listening to it like off a phone speaker, or like, these are good headphones. And I love that you can hear when someone's putting a lot of heart into the mixing or production. Don't think there was a lot of heart here, but at times it shined, and I wanted to see more of that. Now, for the negatives, I think this is a very, very, very boring album from Rise Against. I think lyrically, it is so thin. Like, we have people that are like losing the rights to just not only just be free. You have the constant pushback against the LGBT. You've got fucking school shootings feels like weekly at this point. We've got who in the White House. Project 2025. Are we fucking punk rock, or are we just going to be really vague and pretend that we're punk rock? This shit pisses me off from punk bands. If you were going to claim that, and maybe they're trying to push themselves away from the punk scene. I don't know, and it's really frustrating to me. They're still trying to clearly sing about politics, but their heart doesn't feel like it's in it. Go a different way. Write something else lyrically. Personal experiences, whatever. True fans are going to embrace that progress in your art. But this is so vague, it doesn't mean dick. There's so many things we need to speak out against at this point, and this is the album you put out this year. I'm honestly, as a Rise Against fan, a little ashamed of that. I'm just going to be straight with you. These guys are pretty vocal about their beliefs, and they have been. What the fuck? That's just a little confusing at this point. Obviously, they have some, like, it's just very vague political shit. Like, if you're going to be political, get out there and be political. The fence riding thing where I'm like, maybe we can sound political, but we won't stir the pot too much. That's what this feels like. I want more heat there. If we're going to sing about politics, put some fucking heat on it. Don't have to get all vague, like, oh, it's all getting worse. That's what this album feels like. No, it's bad. This shit, and yes, it did happen slowly over the past 10 years as things have slowly started getting worse, and you see rights getting reversed in some of the states, and just awful shit. So some of the lyrics, I understand where you're coming from, but it just feels like, again, like it's so vague. It doesn't mean anything. I don't know. So that was the most frustrating thing about this album to me. The mixing, it was like a 50-50 for me. It wasn't great, but there was times it was really bad. And there was times that it was like really good. So very confusing. Instrumentally, bland, kind of butt rock, post grunge stuff we got going on here. But they did try some different stuff here and there. I just want a little bit more of that experimental something. This is so you're so far in your career. I want to see more features, or maybe like if you're not really into doing features with people, then maybe a little bit more like instrumental flair or something. But doing the same thing over, we've seen it from the Ramones. No one gave a fuck about their end of their discography, right? If you're going to do something at this point, make it worth doing. And this doesn't feel like it's worth doing, to be honest with you guys. I'll see this band over and over and over live, and I'll be clear, I'll still support them, still jam out to their music. I'll still buy merch. I don't give a damn. I do love this band. So where I'm coming from is just a little bit, just kind of disappointed in the year 2025 with all this shit going down. This is what you give me lyrically. I'm an author. I love my lyrics. I expected more here. I just feel like the heart wasn't in it. So that's my biggest issue here. Secondary, just want a little change up. That's all. But I do feel like there was stuff they did try. Maybe just not all of it working. That's it. That's all I got. I'm out of steam, guys. I'm out of steam. I'm Pyro. If you enjoyed my content, hit that like or subscribe down below. But please, please, please do not stop supporting the artists you enjoy. Just because I am not a fan of this LP does not mean I'm not going to tell you to go out and support the artist. If you're a Rise Against fan, that is absolutely fine. I'm not attacking you. Honestly, not even attacking the band. Just giving out my personal feelings on the subject. Got to be honest when you're doing this stuff. And sometimes it sucks. But, yeah. Toodaloos, guys. We can't all have great albums every single time. It's okay. And coming from a guy who's an author, a short story author, and like 50% of my stories are probably bad. You know what I mean? If that's being lucky. So like, this is not like one artist looking down on another artist. I know art is hard. And sometimes, you know, things are weird in your life and it makes things that you're doing art wise not as receptive to people. But you know, I still think there's hope for Rise Against, in my opinion. I'll still listen to the future stuff they come out with. And I just think this one's a miss. Let's go with a rating wise. I guess I just realized I didn't even give this a rating. I'm going to go with a flat 4 here. Again, just the political messaging. If we're going to be political. Give me something to be angry about. Break some shit down. Get Bad Religion-y on me. Don't get Radio Rock on me. And then try to be pretend political. You know what I mean? That shit. Get out of here with it. I'll just if you're not going to be political, I just want to see more personal writing, I guess, honestly. They've been touring for so long. It might just be interesting hearing something a little different from these guys. A lot of times they've been going after the government for fucking forever. Maybe they need to spice it up a little bit with some more personal writing or something. That'd be cool. I'd support that for sure, but it just doesn't feel like their heart's in it at this point. So let's go with a flat 4 here. No playlist for a majority of it, but there's 2 or 3 that I'm going to check out later. So I'm Pyro. Until next time, peace out, y'all.